Starting on the pole is the 20-mile L of Ryan Leadham. To his outside, the 9 of Bo Lundquist. Row 2 to the inside is the 3A of Austin Honeycutt. Austin's outside, the 09 of Christy Moffitt. Row 3 inside the 3P is Stephen Pierce. Stephen's outside, the 48J of Justin Shern. The 90 of Lucas Phillips rolls off inside of row number 4 with Cody Boulware to the outside. Michael Finsden from the 16 car rolls off 9th with Alan Hesse to the outside. And your 6th and final row, Justin Froelich in the 76 machine, and the 34M of David Miller at the tail of the field. Now, 2 cars that are very fast. The 02 of Cody Boulware was super quick in his heat race, and was David Miller. Miller had a flat tire, which cost him position in his heat race. Cody Boulware was battling for the race lead the whole way until spun on the final lap. So they're going to start deep in the pack. Couple cars to keep an eye on. But again, 12 cars set to roll off. Top 4 transfer to the A main event. This is your B main for the Agrivision IMCA Hobby Stocks. Green flag waves. Here we go. It's B main racing time. Field thunders off into turn number 1 with Bo Lundquist on the bottom, getting around Ryan Leadham. Leadham tries to fight up the inside. Meanwhile, on the outside, Christy Moffitt in that 09 working the top of the speedway, as is Justin Sharn. Cody Boulware in the tire track as well, but Bo Lundquist leads lap 1. Lundquist leads lap 1. The 09 of Moffitt in the 2nd spot. Ryan Leadham 3rd, Justin Sharn 4th. That's your 4 transfer cars. Austin Lundquist on the outside. Cody Boulware and Austin Pierce doing a little rubbing. The 76 of Froelich makes a little tail swag as well. As Froelich takes a 76 car pit side, the 3P of Pierce facing the wrong direction. That's going to bring out the caution. The 02 goes to the pit area. Austin Pierce in the 3 to the pits. 76 of Froelich's also into the pit area as well. If you're tuned in on AdvantageRacing.tv, you can see the cause of the caution there. A little bit of rubbing through with Pierce and Boulware. Then here comes the 76. Bang. Quarter panel to quarter panel, causing damage to both cars. Got everybody lined up. We'll do the Delaware double foul restart. We'll go green this time. Bo Lundquist is your leader in the 9 car. Ryan Leadham on the inside. Justin Shern up the inside line trying to take that 3rd spot. Will take 3rd ahead of the 09 Christy Moffitt. Moffitt now holds on that 4th and final transfer spot. Meanwhile, here comes Austin Honeycutt, David Miller, Lucas Phillips, and the crew trying to get into a transfer position. As Lundquist continues to lead Leadham and Shern. Lead him to the outside around, trying to get around Bo Lundquist for the race lead. Meanwhile, Austin Honeycutt and David Miller have both caught up to the 09 of Christy Moffitt. Moffitt holds on that 4th and final transfer spot. As Leadham looks to the outside once again. Battle for the race lead in turn 3 and 4. Lundquist on the inside, Leadham on the outside. Everybody's starting to move up the top side. Look out, Alan Hesse puts her in a spin cycle, but stays on the gas, keeps her moving, pointed somewhere direction. Will stay clean and green. As David Miller and Austin Honeycutt battle for 5th. Unfortunately, that's 1 spot out of the transfer. As Bo Lundquist leads, Leadham, Shern. Big run for David Miller off turn 4. At the line, Miller had the 4th spot. Miller working the bottom side of the speedway. Started at the tail of the field, now up into the 4th and final transfer spot. Christy Moffitt trying to get back up to the 34 car of Miller, but can't get it done. David Miller now in the 4th and final transfer. It's Lundquist, Leadham, Shern, and Miller, your 4 transfer cars. Moffitt and Honeycutt on the outside looking in. As Ryan Leadham again to the rear bumper of Lundquist off 4, but Lundquist holds on to the race lead. Justin Shern took a peek to the inside of Leadham for that 2nd spot as the white flag flies one more time around for Bo Lundquist. Your top 4 cars have separated from Honeycutt and Moffitt in that battle for 5th. as they work off turn number 4 for the final time here in the B main for the Agrivision Equipment IMCA Hobby Stocks. Bo Lundquist picking up your B main win. Ryan Leadham second, Justin Schern third. And from the tail of the field, started 12th, takes the 4th and final transfer spot. Driver of the 34M, David Miller. I mentioned a little bit earlier, if you were here with us last week's feature winner came up 21 positions in the A main and picked up the win. So David Miller got a very fast hot rod in that 34M. Can he make it from the B main up into the A main win? We will find out a little bit later on this evening. Stomp your feet, wave your hands. It's time to go feature racing with the Hobby Stocks. "20 laps the distance. Zachary Fry, the 18, the 7 of Tony Fetterman is your front row. Into turn 4 they go. Green flag is out. Here we go. Feature racing with the Agrivision Equipment IMCA Hobby Stocks. Zach Fry leads the field off turn 2. Here comes John Kane. Look out. Zach Fry goes around in front of the field. Fry comes to a stop trying to get that 18 car refired. We got 2 and 3 wide, but we'll have caution. Caution for the 18 is Zach Fry. That has got to be an oh my goodness moment, getting sideways in front of the entire field coming down on you. But Zach Fry able to get to the inside and avoid contact with any other machines. Tough break throw as he was your pole sitter. Replay on Advantage Racing TV. Fry just gets back on the gas a little too quick. Tail end comes around and door side pointing at the entire field. But everybody takes some evasive action and no contact made. But Fry able to rejoin the field. Lights go out around the Speedway. Once again, 20 laps the distance. Agrivision Equipment, IMCA Hobby Stocks. John Kane, Tony Fetterman, your front row. On the gas they go. Green flag waves. Let's go back to feature racing. Everybody fans out down the front stretch. John Kane takes the race lead. Austin Lundquist in second. 2 and 3 wide. They go back through the pack. It's all kinds of crazy town down the backstretch. As off of turn 4, John Kane going to be your leader. After that, it is full-blown crazy town. Tyler Smith and Austin Honeycutt side by side. Tony Fetterman, Caleb Brunson, Andy Hoffman up in position as well. Hoffman working the outside of Brunson in the battle for the 5th spot as John Kane leads. Tyler Smith, Austin Lundquist, and caution on the track. Do believe that is one of the number 3 machines. That is the 3 of Brian Campbell, stopped at the bottom of turn number 2. Lights go out around the Speedway. John Kane will lead the Delaware double file restart. Back to the green flag. Pace picks up in turn number 4. The green flag is out. Back to racing we go. Everybody fans out again down the front stretch as John Kane works the high line through 1 and 2 this time. That allows Austin Lundquist to get to that left rear quarter panel, but Kane down to the bottom in turns 3 and 4. Lundquist pushes up. He gets a little squirrely in 4. That opens the door for Tyler Smith as they stay 2 by 2 for the rest of the top 5. John Kane continues to lead. Tyler Smith fights back on the outside of Austin Lundquist. Caleb Brunson working the top of the Speedway, trying to get around Tony Fetterman for 4th. But it's John Kane out front. Lots of 2 wide racing back through the pack. Austin Lundquist got 18 counts of tail happy off turn 2. That allowed Caleb Brunson to get by for the 3rd spot. As Lundquist in the 96 having all kinds of handling issues off the pace. He's going to lose a bunch of ground. Flat right front tire on the 96. Lundquist will take the 96 car to the pits. That's going to put some separation in your top 3 cars, as Kane will lead Tyler Smith second. Caleb Brunson now third. Andy Hoffman up to fourth, with Lowell Jansen inside the top 5. Top 5 cars, pretty spaced out, but side-by-side battle with the 7 of Fetterman, the 9 of McGee. Ryan Leadham in that battle as well for position. But Tyler Smith in the tire tracks of John Kane for the race lead, enter turn number 3. Kane kicks it wide off turn 4 as lap traffic will come into play. Caleb Brunson holds down the 3rd spot. Your top 2 cars with a bit of a breakaway, back to Brunson and Hoffman, as well as Lowell Jansen, your top 5. But Tyler Smith, again, trying to find an opening to the inside of John Kane, as lap traffic could come into play here in the next couple of laps. Caleb Brunson got too high off turn 4, opens the door for Andy Hoffman for position. Hoffman to the inside, trying to complete the pass around Brunson. As your leaders coming up on the 3 machine at the tail of the field, Brian Campbell right in front of your leaders. John Kane trying to navigate the 3 machine. Tyler Smith right there as well. As Kane having some trouble getting around the 3 car. Got Tyler Smith in his tire tracks. Meanwhile, Andy Hoffman has moved up to 3rd. Lowell Jansen 4th. Caleb Brunson trying to get back to the inside, but is just losing wholesale spots on the outside of the speedway, as now Tyler Smith having trouble getting around the 3 of Campbell. Tyler Smith gets around him for second. Now Lowell Jansen and Andy Hoffman battling for that 3rd spot. Caleb Brunson slows here on the front stretch. Caution on the speedway. Caleb Brunson, heavy contact with a front stretch wall. If you're sitting down there in turn 4, or you're down at the end of turn 1, you can see where the tire tracks went straight up to the wall. John Kane, your leader, has been in a tight battle with Tyler Smith for that race lead. Andy Hoffman now will inherit that 3rd spot. He'll look to the outside. But one more time with 11 laps scored complete. The green flag will wave. We'll go back to feature racing in the Agrivision Equipment IMCA Hobby Stocks. Tyler Smith to the inside of John Kane. Kane got too high off turn 2. New leader down the backstretch. It's Tyler Smith. Smith trying to break Jansen along as well for that top spot. But your new leader at the line is Tyler Smith. Smith leads John Kane now second. Lowell Jansen side by side with John Kane now for the 2nd spot, as Andy Hoffman falls back to the clutches of Tony Fetterman in a battle for the 4th spot. Lowell Jansen pushes up as we've got caution. Right front flat on the 4 of Lowell Jansen as we got cars around in 1 and 2. Carter Davis around, I believe Bo Lundquist possibly in the 9 car. Is the other car at the bottom of turns 1 and 2? But the 4 of Lowell Jansen flat right front on the 4 car. So we're going to try her again. 12 laps scored complete, 8 laps remain in your Agrivision Equipment IMCA Hobby Stock main event. John Kane gets the benefit of the caution as he had lost the race lead but did not complete a lap, so Kane goes back to the top spot. As we pick up the pace, green flag is out. John Kane, Tyler Smith, Andy Hoffman, your top 3. Kane again pushes up off 2. That opens the door for Tyler Smith. Smith to the inside, almost a exact replay of the last time around. Both cars push up the track as Kane tries to keep it on the top side of the speedway. John Kane holds on to the race lead. Tyler Smith all over his bumper in turns 1 and 2. Smith to the inside. Smith gets a good bite off 2, but not good enough this time as he'll stay in that runner-up position. It's Kane, Smith, McGee, your top 3. Andy Hoffman pushes up now. David Miller started at the tail, now knocking the door of the top 5. That 34M moving forward. But at the front of the field in turns 3 and 4, it's John Kane. Kane pushes up. Smith trying to cut down underneath him. Get a big run. Can Kane get back to the bottom in turn 1? Kane tried to slam the door on Tyler Smith. Smith at the quarter panel of Kane, but Kane holds on to the race lead. Kane and Smith go 1-2. Fetterman, McGee 3 and 4. As we've got caution, we got a pile up in turn 2. Lowell Jansen, Andy Hoffman, Zach Bales, Justin Schern, Ben Schneiders. We 5 different cars stopped there in turn 2. Replay here from Advantage Racing TV. Andy Hoffman dives to the bottom, tries to lick the inside of David Miller. Zach Bales with nowhere to go. Hits the inside berm, little contact with Hoffman. Contact with the inside wall, and everybody just checks up with nowhere to go. Just hard racing there on the infield as everybody trying to run that bottom line through turns 1 and 2. Tyler Smith and John Kane have put on a whale of a battle at the front of the field, as Smith has been able to get underneath Kane a couple times but never fully complete the pass. As they work through 3 and 4 with 5 laps remaining, the green flag comes back out, and here we go. Off into turn 1, Joel McGee tries that outside line, but he'll lose ground to David Miller. Now David Miller from 20th up to 3rd. Tony Fetterman up the inside trying to move up a position as John Kane leads Tyler Smith. Now David Miller 3rd. John Kane continues to be your race leader. White flag in the air. Kane pushes up. Smith trying to capitalize. But off turn 4, Tyler Smith dives it in hard one more time, but can't get it done. John Kane, your feature winner. Tyler Smith, David Miller, Joel McGee, Tony Fetterman, your top 5. Due to the time limit expiring, we did run the last restart on the green-white checkered. So that if you were cutting laps, wonder why we came up a little bit short, that is why. But we'll get John Kane down here into victory lane momentarily.
Johnny Kane in this camouflage car, we almost didn't even see you up there.
Yeah, it's banged up. It's been around the block a few times.
War of attrition. Took a lot of laps to get that one in again this week, but you survived. The 22 car was hot on your tail. What'd you have to win?
Yeah, he was putting some pressure on there, and he got by me once and got a caution, got it backed up a lap, so then I had to cover that up.
Nice job. Survived that race. Great race this week. Johnny Kane, everybody.